They say legends have a way of growing larger each time they're told, and nowhere is that truer than when it comes to brown bears. From remote island chains where giants roam to hidden corners of Siberia where colossal footprints appear overnight, the quest to find the biggest brown bear never really ends. So, which of these towering beasts truly deserves the crown? And why do so many shocking controversies surround them? Stick around, because what you're about to discover could change everything you thought you knew about these remarkable animals. Brown bears occupy an expansive family tree, branching across Europe, Asia, and North America. Under that single name, you'll find a staggering number of subspecies: the mighty Kamchatka, the mysterious Gobi desert dweller, the iconic North American grizzly, and the rumored giants of Eastern Europe. It's easy to assume that all brown bears more or less resemble each other, but that's far from the truth. Each regional population has adapted to its environment, with some strikingly larger than others. Yet this sprawling lineage shares a common ancestral thread. Scientists believe the ancient forebears of brown bears traversed vast distances across ice bridges and land corridors, populating new frontiers over thousands of years. That journey alone might have ended in a uniform, predictable animal, if it weren't for unique diets, climates, and isolation factors that sculpted certain lineages into real-life titans. Brown bears in one corner of the world appear standard, while in another, they morph into jaw-dropping giants. But that wasn't the whole story. Travel deep into the forests of Central and Eastern Europe, and you'll hear whispers of massive brown bears rumored to haunt remote stretches of the Carpathian Mountains. Hunters and wildlife enthusiasts alike have spun stories for years about record-breaking specimens. Some local legends claim these bears weigh in at well over 1,000 pounds, an impressive figure that raises eyebrows but also kindles excitement. The controversies, however, can be just as large as the bears themselves. Reports emerged linking aristocrats and big game hunters to secret trophy pursuits, sometimes in protected regions. In one shocking twist, rumors spread of a high-profile figure accidentally shooting an enormous male bear that was supposedly not the real threat in the area. While exact measurements remain murky, the outrage was real. Articles labeled the slain animal as the largest in Europe, only fueling more speculation over whether these bears ever truly rival the best-known giants. More questions than answers linger around these covert hunts, leaving the public to wonder, just how big can a European brown bear really get? If the brawny, elusive giants of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula could speak, they might say, "Enough with the rumors. Come and measure us already." The region's salmon-rich rivers and abundant wilderness are a recipe for the kind of massive predators that inspire awe and fear in equal measure. Tales of 1,100-pound or even 1,100-pound Kamchatka brown bears have drifted into scientific circles, but so much of it remains unverified. That's where the real intrigue begins. A few conservationists in Russia set out to place hidden scales and motion-activated cameras near popular feeding sites. Their hope was to capture that elusive data once and for all, an authentic weigh-in of some of Kamchatka's largest beasts. Yet updates remain scarce, fueling whispers that if these bears were officially measured, they might dethrone the Kodiak as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the brown bear world. And what happens next could shock everyone. Because if Kamchatka's unconfirmed data proves accurate, the global largest brown bear debate might never be settled so simply again. On the other side of the world, the Kodiak archipelago of Alaska has long laid claim to an astonishing phenomenon. Brown bears so enormous that even seasoned wildlife biologists do a double take. Access to rivers teeming with salmon, plus relatively low competition for those nutrient-dense meals, gives these bears an edge. Local lore is replete with stories of Kodiaks standing over 10 feet tall on their hind legs, overshadowing a human by a wide margin. Hard data backs the chatter. Multiple field researchers have confirmed individual Kodiaks pushing well past the 1,000-pound mark, and a few soared toward 1,500 pounds and above. Some enthusiasts say the biggest documented specimens approached 1,650 pounds of sheer power, enough to turn a casual nature hike into the memory of a lifetime if you ever encountered one. Yet even among these documented giants, rumors swirl of even bigger older bears that evaded official weigh-ins. It's no surprise that this region's staggering wildlife frequently finds itself at the center of explosive headlines. But even Kodiak's epic reputation might have competition in corners of the world few outsiders have ever seen. While wild bears are impressive enough on their own, stories of captive brown bears, and sometimes alleged crossbreeds, can stretch the imagination even further. Zoos and wildlife parks have reported bears tipping well over 2,000 pounds, thanks to constant high-calorie diets and minimal necessity to forage. For some watchers, these stats spark heated debates. Does a captive bear's measurement really count when comparing it to a wild cousin's muscle weight? Adding to the confusion, rumors spread online about so-called hybrid bears resulting from captivity. These whispered accounts claim that crossbred bears might surpass typical size limits, though valid evidence remains scarce. Some of these rumors stem from mislabeled photos or illusions of scale, pictures taken from a strategic angle to make a big bear look absolutely gargantuan. Even so, such speculation grips the public imagination. In an era dominated by viral images, it's easy to see how a single snapshot can catapult a tall tale into internet stardom. But illusions are one thing. Actual weigh-ins of truly giant bears are another matter entirely. Brown bears, for better or worse, often become embroiled in international drama. In certain parts of the world, trophy hunting is legal under regulated permits. Some claim it helps manage bear populations and inject vital funds into conservation. Others call it a convenient cover for wealthy adventurers looking to snag the biggest trophy possible, regardless of ecological impact. Despite the reasoning, high-profile hunts tend to enrage local communities, especially when controversies arise about the wrong bear being targeted. The media isn't shy about exposing what it calls trophy scandals, where a prized bear is killed in questionable circumstances. In one memorable fiasco, rumors spread that an illustrious figure had targeted a famous local bear known for its impressive skull measurements, despite that bear never having threatened farmland. Heated debates flared. Was this truly an accident or a deliberate pursuit for a record-breaking kill? Accusations surfaced of corners being cut, ethics being violated, and entire populations of bears inching toward vulnerability. Meanwhile, wildlife officials scramble to strike a balance between tourism and ecosystem protection. As sides continue to clash, big bears remain at the heart of a moral and environmental dilemma that shows no sign of quieting down. With so many rumors swirling around enormous brown bears, finding facts can feel like an endless maze. Researchers who specialize in bears are quick to caution against the unverified claims that explode across tabloids and social media. Video clips of so-called mega bears often feature questionable camera tricks. Trophy records focus on skull measurements rather than consistent weigh-ins, leaving their claims open to challenge. But there's hope on the horizon. In some regions, scientists are closing in on reliable methods to measure actual body weights in the wild, like hidden platforms near feeding spots or advanced drone imaging. These emerging technologies could finally separate myth from reality. In the meantime, local stories keep the legend alive. From the Kamchatka fisherman who swears he once saw a bear the size of a car, to the old ranger in Alaska who insists Kodiaks were even heavier back in the day. True or not, each tale contributes to the aura of mystery surrounding these animals, ensuring people remain captivated by the notion of a brown bear that dwarfs all others.
This discovery is the only one of its kind in the world, a complete carcass of a fossilized brown bear. The absolute age is 3,460 years old. Before that, only bones of the postcranial skeleton or skull had been found. Therefore, for the first time, scientists have got a carcass of such an animal with soft tissues, which has given us the opportunity to study the internal organs and examine the brain. We want to learn the exact biological age, the time when this animal died, the cause of death, morphological description, comparison with modern animals, histological studies, cellular studies, and of course, studies for viruses and microbiota.
So, do we really know which brown bear is the absolute heavyweight champion? Some might argue it's the Kodiak, backed by decades of fairly consistent evidence. Others believe a hidden corner of Russia shelters an even bigger contender, quietly living off rivers brimming with salmon and never stepping onto an official scale. Maybe the real answer lies in evolving research methods, or perhaps it's in our own fascination with pushing the boundaries of what we think is possible in the natural world. One thing is certain, these massive bears do more than spark curiosity. They remind us how little we truly understand about wildlife and how quickly a rumor can overshadow scientific fact. From ancient myths of godlike predators to modern-day controversies over trophy hunting, the brown bear stands at the crossroads of nature, culture, and legend. It's a testament to the human desire to witness or claim something enormous, something untamed, and something that still defies easy explanation. And as long as questions about record-shattering brown bears remain unanswered, the legends and the search will never die.